Hello all and welcome to my channel. If you are constantly scrolling on YouTube to find that perfect side hustle, I got news for you. You're not gonna find it. And if you do, it's not gonna be anything that's worthy. I understand there's some out there that say you get $100 a day, $1,000 a day. The problem is it takes so much work and skills and grit to get that. And if you have the skills and the grit, then you don't need someone else telling you what kind of side hustles are out there for you. You would find your hustle on your own, organically. You see, because you can't outsource your passion. You would need to be the one to discover what you truly are good at. And in this video, what I'm gonna do is give you some 4 important steps that you need to follow in order to create your own business and make real money, something that you wanted to do, not someone else telling you what to do. And by the end of this video, I will guarantee you will be fully equipped and ready to start your business. But first, if you don't mind, if you could please hit the like and the subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Now let's start with step number 1. Your first step is to look around your area and see, is there any problem you could solve? There's so many untapped opportunities in your area that you might not know about. For example, I heard someone that all they did was they looked around and saw people had old mailboxes. All they did was refurbish mailboxes. They painted it, put new numbers on it, and they made a business out of that. You see, a business could start from everywhere. The problem is we make things way too difficult. We see a problem and we're thinking, well, that's too simple. Most of the great ideas start out with the most simple things. Like I said, refurbishing mailboxes and putting new numbers on it is not a skill that's very difficult to find. What you also should do is on Facebook, usually the city you live in has a Facebook group. Everyone on that group is asking to buy things, they need repairs in their houses. Pay attention to that. They're specifically saying that they need this assistance and they can't find it. So this is where you could provide your skills and fulfill that need. Here's step number 2. Now that you identified the problem, provide the solution. Now here's the best use of your time using YouTube. Research now the problem that you identified and the skills that you need to learn to resolve it. YouTube is full of so much information. As I mentioned earlier, someone had a refurbished mailbox. I guarantee you if you search on YouTube, you would find that. And you want to turn this eventually to a business, not a side hustle. And it has to be something you're really passionate about, because trust me, it will show. Look around your area and see, is someone already doing this skill that you're trying to learn? Most likely there is. And if there isn't, you're sitting on a gold mine and you're about to just make so much money as soon as you become brave enough and do it. Go on Yelp, see what people are saying out there in the reviews. Is it something you think you could improve? Is it something you think you can learn from? And try to do it better than they can. I never knew how much business there is out there until I got a house. I needed to get my dry vent clean. And some guy had a drill with an attachment, and the end of it was some type of like toilet scrub, and he strung it all the way into my vent to clean it out. I've never seen that before, and it was a simple investment. A drill with a tool and a piece in the end to just clean out my vent. You see, if you are extremely handy and you have a drill and you think it's something you want to do, and you're not afraid of heights, obviously you need to go to a roof, and this is a perfect opportunity for things that you could do. But you have to be open-minded to see solutions to all these problems. Step number 3, now that you identify the problem and now you know how to fix it, get to it as quick as possible. I want you to fail quickly. This is the way you will learn and you will know if what you're doing is the thing you want to do or you don't want to do. And the faster you fail, the faster you can move on from it. There's no such thing as failure. Once you fail, you're learning. And when you're learning, you're becoming better at starting your own business. That had happened to me. I created a website to start blogging. And I learned how to create a website. I learned how to use Canva. I learned all these new tricks that now I could use today with making my YouTube videos. So you see, just because you fail, it doesn't mean it's over. You need to really learn some of those skills and you can incorporate it into something else. Step number 4, it's time to get paid. This by far is one of the hardest things you're gonna do because you're afraid you're gonna charge too much and you're afraid you're gonna charge too little. You think if you charge too much, people are not gonna buy your services. If you think you charge too little, people are gonna accept your services. But I'll be the first to tell you, usually people will not go with someone who charges the least amount. The best thing for you to do is to do research on people doing this business and see how much they charge. But the most important thing is make it an amount you are extremely comfortable with. You don't want to charge too low because people might get accustomed with being too low, and at that point they might be price sensitive to change the price. So you need to charge an amount that you feel is fair and is something you will continue to do and you feel happy about. This is not to say side hustles don't work. It does work. The problem is that not everyone has the grit and the perseverance to do those side hustles. You might not even care for it, but you just see the dollar signs and you need a quick fix. But if you start your own business, you will not just have a quick fix. You will have a very long-lasting business that will continue to give you more and more money. That is what I feel is worth it, not a side hustle. So use your time wisely in creating your own business. And trust me, you will be successful.